the Hobart City Council has voted 7-4 to remove a statue of former Premier William Crowther from the city's Franklin Square. Lord Mayor Anna Reynolds said Australians, quote, want to have a much more honest and brave conversation about our colonial history, unquote. Stephen, what's the relationship between removing a statue and a so-called brave conversation about our past?
Well, how do you have a brave conversation if you remove part of the conversation, which is effectively what they're doing? But aren't they just moving it somewhere else? So are they going to, upset another group of people with this statue that apparently they find offensive? And my understanding is that Crowther was a bit of a nothing anyway. It didn't really do much. So I don't know who's particularly offended by it.
Well, there's talk from Hobart that this should be spreading around the country. What sort of statues should they take down in Canberra? There's plenty of them.
Yeah, well, we've got this this owl that looks like a male appendage around the corner from my place. We could probably do away with that pretty soon.
Okay, look, the Hobart Council hired a public relations company to announce the result of the vote, which was accidentally released prematurely. This might suggest that there was some sort of backroom deal going on before the vote actually went down. Stephen, why is it that most sanctimonious people always seem to be the least suitable for elected office?
Look, that's the million-dollar question, Fred. I think we've gotten to the point now where our public officials have such a poor reputation that quality people just don't want to put themselves through that. So I guess we're a product of our own environment, and I always say we get the government we deserve, and our politicians in a democracy are a reflection of us, not the other way around. And maybe we need to pull our own socks up and lift our own game if we expect better representation.
And just finally, before you go, Stephen, we always love to get our finger on the pulse from Canberra. What are your listeners talking about this week?
Well, there's lots going on at the moment. The opposition down here, the government is on the nose, and people have decided, I think, finally woken up to the fact that after 20 years, they're not serving us well. Unfortunately, the opposition just sort of like to resort to stunts. So they moved a motion of no confidence in the Chief Minister this morning that had no hope of getting up, all because his coalition partners had disagreed to one line item in his budget that he handed down. There's that. There's the biggest issue at the moment is potholes. It's amazing how many people are concerned about the number of potholes. 3,000 odd potholes have been reported to the ACT government in the last 6 months, and they fixed 100 of them.
100 out of 3,000?
Yeah. They promised in the lead up to the last election they'd fix all of them. It didn't happen.